Hello, our topic is all about divisibility rule. So this involves division. So the first rule there is divisibility rule of 1. So for divisibility rule of 1, we have every number is divisible by 1. So that means all the number divided by 1 will give the number itself, or respective how large the number is. For example, so 3,000 divided by 1, that is also 3,000. Now, divisibility rule of 2. So, if a number is even, or number whose last digit is an even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, including 0, it is always completely divisible by 2. For example, 508. So, 8 is even. That means it is divisible by 2. Then another one is 509. So, 9 is not even. So, it is therefore not divisible by 2. Divisibility rule of 3. So, divisibility rule for 3 states that a number is completely divisible by 3 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 3. For example, 308. So, for 308, we add 3 plus 0 plus 8 is equals 11. So, 11 is not divisible by 3. So, therefore, 308 is not divisible by 3. Next is 516. So, another 516 is we have to add the digits 5 plus 1 plus 6, which is 12. So, therefore, 516 is divisible by 3. Next rule is divisibility rule of 4. If the last two digits of a number are divisible by 4, then that number is multiple of 4 and is divisible by 4 completely. So, take the numbers 2,308. So, the last two digit is 808, which is divisible by 4. Therefore, the original number 2,308 is divisible by 4. Next one is divisibility rule of 5. So, the numbers which last digits is 0 or 5 are always divisible by 5. Example, 10. So, all of those numbers has the last digit of 5 or 0. So, all those numbers is divisible by 5. Next rule is 6. Divisibility rule of 6 states that numbers which are divisible by both 2 and 3 are divisible by 6. That is, if the last digit of the given number is even and the sum of its digits is a multiple of 3, then the given number is also a multiple of 6. So, for an example, 630. So, 630 has a last digit of 0, which is even. So, that means it's divisible by 2. If we add the digits, 6 plus 3, 0 plus 0 equals 9, it is also divisible by 3. So, therefore, 630 is divisible by 6. So, divisibility rules for number 7. So, for divisibility rule number 7, we take 3, then multiply it by 2, then subtract it from the remaining number. So, let's say, for example, 1073. So, we take 3, multiply it by 2, so that becomes 6. Then 107 is the remaining number. So, 107 minus 6 equals 11. So, 101. So, 101, we can't identify yet. So, we have to repeat the process. So, 1 is the last digit. So, multiply it by 2. Then 10 minus 2 equals 8. So, therefore, 8 is not divisible by 7. Divisibility rule of 8. If the last digit of a number are divisible by 8, then the number is completely divisible by 8. Take number 24,344. Consider the last digit 344. Last 3 digit. So 344 is divisible by 8. The original number is, therefore, 24344 is also divisible by 8. So divisibility rule of 9. So the rule for divisibility by 9 is similar to divisibility rule for 3. That is, if the sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 9, then the number itself is divisible by 9. So consider 78,532, and its sum of its digit is 7 plus 8 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 equals 25, which is not divisible by 9. So hence, 78,532 is not divisible by 9. So divisibility rule of 10 states that any number whose last digit is 0 is divisible by 10. So, Example, 10, 20, 30, 1,000, 5,000, 60,000, etc. So all of its digits is 0, therefore it is divisible by 10. So divisibility rules for 11 is group the alternative digits which are in odd places together and digits in even places together. Here, 24 and 13 are two groups. So take the sum of the digits of each group. 24 plus 2 plus 4 equals 6 and 1 plus 3 equals 4. Now find the difference. 6 minus 4 equals 2. If the difference is divisible by 11, then the original number is also divisible by 11. Here 2 is the difference which is not divisible by 11. Therefore, 1043 is not divisible by 11. So if the number of digits of a number is even, then add the first digit and subtract the last digit from the rest of the number. So example, 3,784. Number of digit is 4. So 78 plus 3 minus 4 equals 77 equals 7 times 11, or it is divisible by 11. Then the number, if the number of digits of a number is odd, then subtract the first and the last digits from the rest of the number. So example, 82,907. So number of digits is 5. It is odd. Then 290 minus 8 minus 7 equals 275 times 1. So thus 82,907 is divisible by 11. Divisibility rule of 12. If the number is divisible by both 3 and 4, then the number is divisible by 12. So a recall of the divisibility rule number 3. So we add the digits. 5 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 equals 23, not multiple of 3. Then recall the divisibility rule of 4, which is last two digits, 64. Is it divisible by 4? The given number 564 is divisible by 4 but not 3, then it is not divisible by 12. Divisibility rule for 13. So for any given number, to check if it is divisible by 13, we have to add 4 times of the last digit of the number to the remaining number and repeat the process until you get a 2-digit number. Now check if that 2-digit number is divisible by 13 or not. If it is divisible, then the given number is divisible by 13. So for example, 2,795. 275 plus 5 times 4, the last digit. Then next is 279 plus 20. Then 299. Then next is repeat the process. 29 plus 9 times 4. Then 29 plus 36 equals 65. The number 65 is divisible by 13, or which is 13 times 5. So that ends our presentation. Thank you for your time and have a good day.